The effects of common stimulants, fines, and penalties, and stimulants and driving, Part 2. Nicotine and your driving proficiency. Driving while smoking is dangerous. Even if you decide not to smoke while driving, your addiction may still threaten you if urges for nicotine occur while you're operating a vehicle. When you experience drug withdrawal, you may feel uncomfortable, have trouble focusing, and even conduct risky actions like reaching behind the back seat to get your cigarettes. If you smoke while operating a vehicle, one hand will be required to hold the cigarette, which will hinder your ability to steer. Additionally, there is a chance that when attempting to pick up the dropped cigarette to avoid burning yourself or the car's interior, you will collide with another vehicle. Even if none of these things occur, smoking's harmful chemicals and nicotine will impair your body and mind, making you unable to operate a motor vehicle. Smoke may hurt your eyes, making it harder for you to see potential dangers. Muscle tremors may impair your fine motor skills. You might feel anxious or tense, and you might be more easily distracted. Cocaine is a stimulant that is highly addictive that is manufactured from the leaves of the South American coca plant. Other common names for the drug include blow, coke, crack, rock, and snow. Although there are several common medical uses for cocaine, it is not permitted to consume it recreationally. Despite this, according to a 2013 survey by the UN Office on Drugs and Crime, 1.5% of North Americans between the ages of 15 and 64 had taken cocaine at least once in the preceding 12 months. Street cocaine is rarely pure and is frequently combined with bulking additives like flour, laundry detergent, talc, and cornstarch to increase sales. Cocaine is frequently combined with other less expensive, more readily available stimulant medications like amphetamines or synthetic opiates. Cocaine becomes particularly harmful when opiates are added. It is believed that the relatively recent increases in the number of fatal cocaine overdoses are due to this technique. Ways to use cocaine. Cocaine is most frequently rubbed on the gums or inhaled as a powder. It can also be injected straight into the bloodstream after being dissolved in water for a nearly immediate effect. A crystal of crack cocaine is created through processing, and after being burned, the gases it produces are inhaled by the user. Some people roll cigarettes with tobacco or marijuana and then add crack cocaine to them. Cocaine impacts. Cocaine usage causes excessive energy, a delusion of happiness, a feeling of invincibility, intense mental alertness, impatience, paranoia, and hypersensitivity to sound and light, among other short-term consequences. Numerous hazardous and unpleasant side effects, such as twitching, restlessness, panic, heart attack, seizures, stroke, coma, and abrupt and irrational acts of aggression, can be brought on by high doses of cocaine. Cocaine is highly addictive, and regular usage will permanently change the user's brain's chemistry. Regular users report experiencing mood swings, despair, insomnia, paranoia, bewilderment, and restlessness even when the medication is not in their system. Additionally, it can change how the body reacts to hunger and pain. Cocaine will harm and eventually destroy important organs, resulting in 1. Damage to the heart causes heart disease, heart attacks, and irregular heartbeats. 2. Bleeding during coughing, acute respiratory injury, and lung failure. 3. Comas, seizures, and strokes. 4. Nasal septum deterioration, the cartilage and flesh separating the nostrils. Impact of cocaine on driving skills. You are utterly unsuitable to drive if you have even extremely modest amounts of cocaine in your system. Cocaine is a stimulant, so it will make you feel awake and turned on, which can make you think you can drive safely. Unfortunately, it will be more difficult to concentrate on crucial driving duties and prioritize actions while behind the wheel due to this confused and overpowering sense of attentiveness. Although you will be very aware, you won't be able to focus on one thing for more than a few seconds at a time. Additionally, cocaine usage can result in trembling, anxiety, and panic, all of which impair your ability to drive and increase your propensity to overreact to perceived hazards. Cocaine users frequently drive in a very unsafe way because of their hostility and lack of risk tolerance. Traffic accidents and collisions involving cocaine imbibing drivers frequently happen at fast speeds or as a result of the driver entirely disregarding another driver's right-of-way. Punishments for controlling cocaine. Cocaine possession is a serious offense that typically carries heavier punishments than possession of other widely used substances. Offenses involving cocaine possession are typically handled at the state level. If there was a very big amount of cocaine involved, or if the defendant is thought to have connections to manufacturers or traffickers, the federal authorities may take over the case. Based on the amount of cocaine involved, most states determine the appropriate sanctions for possession. The severity of the penalty will increase with the amount of cocaine you are found in possession of. The degree of purity and the packaging of the cocaine might also affect the sentence. The offender might receive a stiffer punishment if the drug is very pure, because it is more possible that they have connections to persons who are high up in the supply chain. When drugs are packaged separately, it may be considered that the offender meant to distribute the drugs to others, which would call for harsher punishments. Here are a few instances of cocaine possession fines from various states. California, offenders facing a term of up to 3 years in jail for possessing cocaine for personal use. Instead of receiving a prison sentence after entering a guilty plea, the punishment may be 36 months of federal probation and drug treatment. Texas, offenders who are found in possession of less than 1 gram of cocaine face jail terms ranging from 6 months to 2 years. This potential penalty drastically climbs from 2 years to 20 years for having 1 to 4 grams of cocaine, plus a fine.